Hello my dear friends, welcome back. Today I've done a quick sketch for a seagull. I hope you can see it. I try to make it clear enough on the camera, yet not too dark, so the lines will not show much because I'm planning to use watercolors today. Again, use what you have, any watercolor set on budget, anything you can afford. Okay, so I drew this from my imagination and a quick look at a few photos on the internet. Feel free to use any reference photo. Let's start. Okay, so to do the background here, I'm just imagining this is like the ocean or sea view. And this is a big log, could be sandy area around here. Let's start. Again, didn't bother much to clean my palette. Please do if you like to do that every time you paint. I usually do it with other paints, but with this set, I have enough space to, mix things and not really having a lot of trouble with you mixing here and there. I'm just making it easy, just using one brush, but you can use a bigger size to do like a wash, a water wash first to make it wet, and then you can add the paint. That's what it's called, wet on wet, or you can do a dry on dry and maybe start distributing the paint by adding water. Again, whatever works for you. Oh, I love that effect, when you add the colors to the water and it just spreads around. I feel like you want to sit back and watch. You can make it like a, during sunny times, or you can do it during a bit of a darker time, like sunsetish or something of that sort. Only difference will be mainly the shadows, the lights, and how you're gonna take the looking of the sun. Is it gonna be bright, orangey yellow, or is it gonna be like purplish, pinkish, shades? Just do what you feel like doing. You can start by doing the first one up there, but again, there is no rule. Well, the color of the log can be between brownish, a bit dark spots, and yellowish spots. It depends again. Planning to do this first, let it dry, work on the top part, come back and finish this up when the first layer is dried. You can use a hair dryer or one of those heat guns to dry your paper, but some people actually like it to, dry on its own time and not rushing through. I hope it's still showing on there for you. once we start to add colors, it will be more clearer. I'm gonna leave that part for now because it's not quite dry yet, and the colors will mix together, and we'll try to avoid this at the moment. Let's look. I'm not gonna go down with the paint for now. In the next videos, we can try some of the professional paints. I'll introduce you to some of the paints I have, and you can just see for yourself what suits you better. And again, it's what works for you and what you can afford. Point here is really just have a good time, relax, enjoy it. You don't have to put every single detail. You can just highlight. You know, we started doing the paint itself around the seagull, because seagull itself is mostly whitish, apart from a few bits and pieces here on the wings and the tail. It could be a little bit grayish, bluish. So that's what's called negative painting. It's like you're mainly focusing the paint around the object. Like, for example, when you're doing a white flower, but there's no like 100% white object, so you still have to add some shades and yeah, to show the light and dark spots and dark areas. And you can go ahead and finish the whole background if you want it to be like a sea view, so you can see like the sea or the ocean just behind the bird, or you can just simply do this highlight around it, focus on darks and lights within the seagull itself, and you'll have yourself finished painting. This is cotton paper, which has got like the best, you know, ways of dealing with water and moist. And there's a different one that called cellulose one. It's like a cheaper version. Well, it should be still good enough to practice. Like, works really well if you practice with it and you know how much water to add. Again, comes with practice. If it tends to buckle, you can just, you know, strap the ends with a washi tape or some, you know, artist tape. You mentioned that in a previous video. Well, don't let anything stop you, really. Anything you have would really be a good one to do whatever painting you like and start with. I'll leave this area here to dry, and I might just go back on the log and add a little bit here and there. It should look like a, you know, old log or woodish thing. So if you're not using a reference photo and you don't want to stick with that, just use your imagination and whatever it looks like. This is the log you're painting. Try not to get the paint into the bird's legs. Okay, I'm going to work on the wing now. You just very faint shading. The paint went on a little bit there. You can use like masking fluid for this. If you really don't have it or you don't feel like using it, you just try to be very careful around the edges. But it's just got like white feather everywhere, but nothing is, you know, 100% white. So you have to play with shadows and light to show it.